My name's Kyle Norton. I'm the CRO at owner.com and the host of the Revenue Leadership Podcast. Owner.com is vertical SaaS for restaurants. So you can basically think of us like Shopify for the little mom and pop restaurant you order from on a Friday, Saturday night. The podcast is about a year old now, and it's basically me yapping away with other revenue leaders for 90 minutes a week. So I get to interview the best of the best of CROs and heads of revenue from awesome companies like Databricks, their CRO of Xero, SalesLoft. I've got the OpenAI guys coming on soon. So it's been a ton of fun, and I'm learning lots, which was really the point of it all. So my function at Owner is growth and demand gen, sales partnerships, customer onboarding, RevOps, enablement, sort of everything under that shell. Owner.com is an American company based out of San Francisco. My team is global. So out of my direct reports, it's Toronto, Colombia, Utah, Nashville, sort of all over. But we have set up an office in Toronto to scale a sales hub. Essentially, moving forward, we're hiring all new SDRs and BDRs, sort of our entry-level sales role, 5 days a week in office here in downtown Toronto. I believe Toronto's an awesome place to build a go-to-market hub because there's a ton of talent here. You know, we've had some great companies that have laid the groundwork. Salesforce, there's tons of folks that have graduated out of that being the first non-San Francisco office for Salesforce. Lots of great CROs in the Canadian and US market from that group of folks. We've had Oracle here, a bunch through the Eloqua acquisition. So there's great talent on the go-to-market side here. And also, you know, given the exchange rates, very compelling cost profile. We're SMB, so I never really considered building a team in San Francisco, but you could look at a bunch of the other hubs, Salt Lake City, Phoenix, Austin, and Toronto has a market size, a talent pool, all as good or better than those markets. And with the Canadian currency at where it's at, really compelling from a cost perspective. I've worked for Canadian companies my whole career up until now. My first job in tech was Vision Critical, now Alita. They were at the time sort of a buzzy Canadian tech story. They didn't quite make it though. Then League, you know, multi-time founder, a lot of fanfare and stuff around it. I was able to build the sales function there for its first 3 years, and then it was Shopify, sort of our best ever success story. And I ran the point of sale go-to-market function, and then actually ran the Canadian market. So I think Canada has all the component parts to be an incredible place to build a company. We've got world-class talent. We have some of the best universities churning out technical folks from computer science programs. There's a big talent pool. It's a great place to pull in world-class immigrants that want to work here and live here. For some reason, that hasn't totally clicked, which I think most people can probably agree with. But we have all of the raw parts for it to be awesome, and we're sitting on top of the biggest market in the world. You know, we can sell into the U.S. market with Canadian-built products, do it with a currency rate advantage, and so there's lots of reasons to be bullish for sure. Folks in certainly Silicon Valley are much faster to be open to network, to attending events, to trying to work together and find ways to collaborate. You know, I've been trying to build this community through Pavilion now for like 4 or 5 years of revenue leaders in the city. And it is just much slower to bring that. I've personally found it's much slower to bring that community together versus trying to do that in San Francisco. The idea of the value of your network is more prevalent there than here. I found people are a little more cautious to do so here, but hopefully like Toronto Tech Week and this event in particular is a way that we can jumpstart some of that. One conversation that I'm particularly interested to have is what our community of technology leaders needs to do to improve the market situation. I've got some theories about what could be better in our ecosystem to convince founders to start their companies here and stay here, to keep executives in Canada. I am by no means a policy person, but personally, I would love to collaborate with people to understand who are deeper into this. Like the Build Canada people are doing awesome stuff there, but how can we bring a common voice to bear to try to push forward some of these changes? I think like our tech ecosystem is at a breaking point right now. The political landscape, the tax future, I think scares a lot of people. Certainly, it makes me nervous as an individual. And so the big question for me is, how do we have a cohesion of voice and bring that voice to bear to actually get the change made that needs to help our economy flourish? Like we have all of the basic parts of an incredible economy, and how do we not just compete with the US for talent, but actually exceed them? How do we make this the best place in the world to start and build a company or participate in the innovation economy? That I think needs a ton of work, and you know, I'm certainly trying to get much more involved there myself, and I can see it all over X and LinkedIn and in these conversations. So yeah, I'm thrilled that we're doing this event and we're starting to have these conversations, and I'm excited to collaborate and move with urgency on it because certainly needs to happen.